Did you know that humans are wired to resist being told what to do? This principle is known as reactance, but it makes us vulnerable to manipulation every day. Reactance is a form of social engineering, or the art of manipulating people into doing something or divulging information they wouldn't share. It's not new. It's been around for centuries. Social engineering tactics have been employed in con games, propaganda campaigns, and even war strategies. But with the rise of technology, these methods have become more sophisticated and pervasive. As an example, have you ever received a call from someone claiming to be from a reputable company? They insist your computer is infected and you must act immediately. By creating urgency, they're subtly restricting your freedom to think clearly. Reactance kicks in, and you might comply just to regain a sense of control. We also see this when parents lay down strict rules. Teenagers often react by doing exactly the opposite. This isn't just defiance, it's reactance in action. The perceived threat to their autonomy drives them to assert independence, even if the behavior isn't in their best interest. Some ads deliberately tell viewers not to buy their product or suggest it's not for everyone. This subtle tactic leverages reactance, making people want the product even more to prove their autonomy and exclusivity. This brings us to an ethical crossroads. Where do we draw the line between persuasion and manipulation? To understand the roots of modern marketing, we can look at Edward Bernays, the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Bernays revolutionized advertising in the early 20th century by applying his uncle's psychoanalytic theories to consumer behavior. He recognized that tapping into people's unconscious desires, their fears, aspirations, and even their reactance was far more effective than simply presenting facts. This laid the foundation for an industry built on influencing behavior at a psychological level. Pre-election data from the 1960 and 64 studies conducted by the Survey Research Center of the University of Michigan were employed to test the prediction that voters who feel a threat to their freedom to elect a presidential candidate of their choice will be more concerned about the outcome of an election than voters who feel their candidate will be victorious. Didn't you hear the recent candidates talking about your freedom or a threat to democracy? So how do we protect ourselves from these tactics, especially when they play on deep-seated psychological tendencies? Use critical thinking first. Always pause and analyze the situation. Ask yourself the 4 W's. Who is saying this? What do they want, or what do they stand to gain? When is this based on? History, the future, now? Where is this coming from? Where did this originate? Why am I, specifically, being influenced? Use fact-checking. Verify information independently before making decisions, especially in high-pressure situations. Be aware of those triggers. Recognize those tactics like scarcity, urgency, or appeals to authority for what they really are. And always guard yourself. Be cautious with the information you share. Remember, the less people know, the harder it is to manipulate you. In today's hyper-connected world, understanding social engineering and psychological reactance is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. By recognizing these tactics and adopting critical thinking strategies, you can reclaim control over your decisions and protect your autonomy. And remember, Only smart people will like, share, and subscribe to this channel.